too bad. Well, we are back on the bank and I am back in the Cotswolds hunting some nice big scaly carp. And the last time I was here was actually when I had the incident with the deer and I obviously smashed up the van. It is still off the road at the moment. I come in a family car today, so it's a little bit tricky getting the kit in, but I'm only doing it overnighter. I've got till 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. The van has actually almost been fixed now. Well, say fixed, I've managed to get the insurance company to agree to pay out, so it's then going to be a case of me getting it fixed. I'm going to fix it myself, so hopefully it'll be back on the road in a few weeks. But I've come down to Hallcott again, obviously the scene of obviously where I smashed the van up last time. Ended up having a PB common, so nice little result. But I've seen some fish showing out in open water. I'm down in swims 32. I've literally got until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's probably about 8 o'clock now, 8 p.m. So it's very much an overnighter. So I need to try and get everything sorted out, get some rods out nice and quick, and hopefully we can have a bite sometime in the night, maybe in the early hours, and finish with a fish. So let's get it done. I'll talk to you a little bit about what I'm going to do once I've sort of got things sorted, and yeah, let's hope we can have one. So let's get this kit sorted out, and I will catch up with you once we're fishing. Right, now I've been having a lead around for a bit, and I found what feels like a really nice spot. It's a bit of a chuck, not too bad. Bit of an issue with the side wind, but it pulls back lovely and smooth. Oh, look at that. It's got a nice size area as well, easy for 3 rods. But yeah, I've had a good, don't know, 15-20 casts. I found the spot relatively quickly, to be honest, and it seems to be out in the zone. Maybe not quite as far out as I've seen the fish, but if I go further, I'm going to get massive problems with the side wind. Accuracy is definitely going to be hard. I've only got the 10-foot rods with me today, just to save a bit of space in the car. Right, I've got the grapple lead, like the feature lead with little notches on it. So we'll have a cast with that. Oh, donked right down. It's basically hit a load of weed on the way in. It's obviously a bit of a weed bed in front of me, which isn't surprising, because if you know Hallcott, it's absolutely full of it. Donk. Oh, that just pulled back lovely, that. I'm more than happy that that spot is the one. So we'll see how many wraps that is, and we'll get some rods out. Over there. Right, the light is fading very quickly, but this is the rig, same on each rod. So I've got some weighted tubing, hybrid lead clip, 4-ounce lead. I've got about 5 inches of the tungsten loaded green, and then my little Ronnie section with a crank hook size 4. And I've got a little match the hatch 50mm bug pop up on there, and that is literally the same on all 3 rods. So the light is starting to go, so I'm going to try and get these rods out now. It's taken a while. I've had to tie up some fresh rigs and that after having a mental session the last time I was out. I got through pretty much everything that I had. But anyway, let's get these rods out and let's get a fish in, and then we'll put a couple of spods of bait out there, and hopefully the fish will play ball. That's awful. We'll do that again. Bang! End of a donk that was. too far to that side. Oh, that's the one. I can go in the middle one. That's a lovely drop. Right, well, the rods are out with fishing. Been fishing for about an hour or so now. Everything went pretty well. I've just got 3 rods out on one spot, and I've put about 5 or 6 pods over the top of it. I'm using a 50-50 mix of bug and S7 dumbbells. I've added a little bit of pellet to it as well, just enough basically to get a bite essentially. So I'm pretty confident when that's all gone. The spot feels really nice. Got some really nice donks with the leads. Barbecue's on. Got some lovely shish kebabs on there. Now I'm cooking up nice, and I've got all 6 to myself because Hugh's not around. So that's a nice result. But it is a very short session. Obviously, I'm going to be off quite early in the morning. So hopefully something happens in the night, if not first light maybe. But I'm pretty happy with how it's gone. I'm fishing a new swim, new spot, so it's always a little bit unsure. But I'm confident with the tactics. You know, I've been doing really well actually now with what I'm using. I've got a lot of confidence with what I'm doing again. So just... it's in the hands of the carp gods, isn't it? So anyway, we'll see what happens, but I'm having to hide in the brolly. I've got the mozzie mesh on at the moment because the mozzies have been absolute nightmare. I've been destroyed by them. I don't think I've got much blood left. They've been absolutely destroying my legs because I'm wearing shorts, but it's so mild and warm today. I couldn't really wear trousers. I would just get too hot. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, conditions looking good, lovely and mild. Got a lovely wind trickling down into this end, so I think it's going to bring fish in to this corner where I am. And to be fair, I have heard one show out somewhere near the spot, so the disturbance hasn't sort of put them off, hopefully. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go and smash my food now anyway, have a nice tin of cider, and I'll catch up with you in the morning if nothing happens in the night, probably over a coffee. So I shall see you then. Well, morning then. So I did say if nothing happened in the night, I'd be updating you with a coffee, and that is exactly what I'm doing. Yes, nothing happened in the night, which is a bit of a surprise because the weather looks absolutely banging. It's nice and overcast, nice wind pushing down there, nice and mild. It looked really good for it to sort of somewhat to happen really. But I heard a few fish showing in the night before I got in the bag, sort of early hours, and they were showing sort of more to my right up towards the car park. So I don't know whether there's maybe a bit of a hatch going on because they seem quite active. I've been up since first light though. I've not seen anything, so there's nothing else to go on. So there's a couple of guys sort of scattered around as well. Didn't see any torches or anything last night. Not seen anyone moving around much this morning, so I don't think anyone else has had anything. So not a lot to go on. But yeah, what I'm going to be doing is finish off my coffee, getting a bit of breakfast done, and then we'll update you from there. But yeah, let's hope it happens. Breakfast time. Bacon cooked on the barbecue last night, and I put in some wraps and warmed it up this morning with a bit of cheese. Oh god, that's so good. Yeah, that is the one. Oh, there's a fish just shown. God, that's not far off the spot, that. Just a subtle little head sort of nutting out. God, that's a good sign. Come on. Right, I'm on the pack down at the moment, and as you can see, sort of the barrow's sort of semi-loaded now. I've still got the old brolly set up though, and what I want to do is I'm going to set the camera up and show you me packing that down, because it's a wicked bit of kit. It's a new ProLogic Inspire, and I've got it stripped down to the bare minimum, but I have got the mozzie front on it, because it does help at this time of year with keeping the old nasties away. But I just wanted to show you the barrow, and I actually set the barrow up exactly the same, whether I'm doing a short session, long session or whatever. It pretty much gets set up exactly the same. So here's the barrow then. So this is the ProLogic compact barrow. So you get these wicked EVA containers with it. That one underneath, I just keep a couple of spare bits of clothing. Then I've got one either side. So I've got these EVA bags, one either side of the wheel, which obviously puts the weight over the front of the wheel. I've got one of them actually with some floater kit in, and the other one has got some electrical stuff, my Ridge Monkey, just a few bits and bobs that I tend to need. And then on the front here, I've got another two of the same bag. So one of them has my food, one of them has my bait, and that is basically the main kit. Obviously, bed chair goes on top. I just chuck this unhooking mat on at the moment. It just lays across the top of it, gives it a little bit of cover from any rain in case we get any showers, and obviously makes it nice and flat. And then basically bivvy goes on top of there, rods go on top of there, put a couple of bungees over the top of it, and you're good to go. So nice and simple. I have got a reasonable amount of kit with me, if I'm honest, probably more than I need, but it does sort of cover every eventuality. And if I'm fishing on somewhere like my syndicate, where I know it's nice and secure and safe, I will actually leave all the EVA and everything set up on the barrow, so I won't even put it inside a bivvy on a short session, because it just saves me time. And then if I need something out of there, I'll just go to the barrow and dig it out. But instead of having to get it all out, put it in the brolly, put it back on the barrow at the end of the session, I will just leave it all set up on there, because it's all EVA, so it keeps everything nice and dry, nothing to get wet, and it's safe from the elements. So that's what I tend to use, and it's absolutely brilliant. I've been using it for about 18 months now, maybe 12 months actually, but yeah, absolutely loving it. Great bit of kit. But anyway, I'm now going to pack this bad boy down and just show you how quickly this one gets packed down. Right then, so I'm going to just show you how quickly the shelter goes down. So at the moment I've got the front rolled up, so we need to just bring that down so it all folds up nice. And this is obviously the front mozzie mesh, nice and lightweight mozzie mesh. This comes with a full infill paddle, makes it a full bivvy system. It also comes with a vapor peak sort of thing on top, can't remember what they're called, which goes all the way around and goes over the top of this peak. And that actually gives you an extra layer, stops condensation, works really, really well. It gives you an extra sort of layer of waterproof as well, an extra sort of layer of warmth. But I've just got it stripped down, nice and lightweight, so it's sort of the most compact it can be, other than maybe I could get rid of the mozzie mesh. But I'm going to just pop out the pegs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go, so 8 pegs. So not too many pegs. And then it's all a case of getting this arm on the front. You need to undo the little Velcro holding it on. You basically put a bit of pressure on this arm. That folds down the front. You then need to undo the 2 bars on the front. So this peak is basically 2 sections. So you just undo that. Okay, then once you've done that, you just bring all the ribs together like so. Layer out nice and flat. Pull the tension bar around so it's nice and flat. Pull the 2 arms in. Right, and then you go, she's down, and then it's just a case of undoing the poles. 2, 3, 4 and 5. It's obviously a 5 rib. Fold these back. Just like that. And then what I do, just so it's a bit tidier, just get the mozzie mesh folded in a little bit. And then gather all the poles, fold it all over on itself, like that. And I tend to sort of hold it together in my legs, and then get the tension strap, which is obviously used for a tension in it when you're setting it up. And I actually use that to just hold it all together. And I just wrap that around it. This basically just sort of holds it together, makes it a little bit more compact. Job done, she's packed away. Then just get your bag. You don't need the bag, you could just fold the pegs up inside it. If again you were trying to travel super light, I mean the bag's obviously going to weigh a little bit. So if you're really looking at everywhere sort of reducing weight for those shorter sessions, you could do that. You could also use less pegs. If you didn't have the front mozzie mesh on, you wouldn't need 2 pegs, so that's -2, and you could probably get away with 4, I think, if the weather wasn't bad, or windy anyway. And chuck her in there. It's a nice oversized bag, so it goes in nice and easy. Zip her up. Oh, caught the zip on something. Zip her up. And she's done. And that is how easy it is to pack down. And it's exactly the same setting it up. Really quick and easy. And yeah, I absolutely love it. It's a brilliant bit of kit. So it's got a bit of weight to it. It is quite a solid bit of kit, because obviously when you make it into a full bivvy, it is very stable and strong, and it is a big one-man, very big one-man. You could easily get 2 beds in it. It's got a lot of room, and it's very high as well, so it is a bit bigger than maybe some of the more conventional smaller brollies on the system, on the market. But it's a great one if you want something for all-round use and something that's mega stable, because it's such a big bivvy. When using it as a brolly, you can push your bed right to the back, and you've got so much coverage. You can fish it open fronted even in the rain, and you're not going to get wet, because it gives you loads of cover. But anyway, that is it. Job's a good one. Right, that's the end of the session then. I am back in the car, we're all loaded up, and I've got to get on the road. Unfortunately, it is a blank. Hopefully you got something from the video. If you did, then please subscribe to the channel, check out the social media shown below, and until next time, hopefully the van will be back on the road and we're doing a bit of proper fishing again. But until next time, thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one.